An aesthetic physique is a girl's love language. I want you to compare two hypothetical guys. So let's say both have achieved the dream career. They're making 20 to 30K a month, however they've achieved it. They have the house or the condo, they got the nice setup, they got the sports car, they got the M3, they got the nice one. They got everything that you can think of. They got the Rolex watch. You think that these guys are perfect, but one guy is obese. One guy is 30 to 40% body fat. He's got belly rolls. He's got saggy arms. He's got gynecomastia. He's got titties that are not attractive. And the girl that he attracts into his life doesn't want to really touch him too much. She doesn't want to caress his body. She doesn't want to be all over him. Versus the other guy who has the same exact setup, but he has a six-pack. He's got a nice chest, nice shoulders, nice back, big arms. He's got it going for himself into all metrics. Think about how much of a difference in quality of life the guy who has the good physique and every other metric is going to experience. His quality of life and the way that the woman he attracts will treat him is astronomically different than the obese fat guy. Really just genuinely think about that for a second. Yeah, the guy might be able to attract a girl because he's got so many metrics, but she's not gonna love him the same way as the guy who has the same setup and the aesthetic body. And this genuinely is what will take you to the next level. It is that first thing. The first thing that attracts girls for me is my looks and my body. That's what gets my foot in the door. This is the first area that you need to prioritize if you want to start having success with girls. If you are currently overweight and obese, this should be the number one focus that you prioritize in order to start attracting more. If you go from 30% body fat to 12 to 15 and you put on a bunch of muscle in the process, the quality of girls that you can get with will astronomically increase. This is the first and most important area that you need to develop. And for that reason, I built you guys a aesthetic body transformation guide giving you all the different workout programs I've used so you can pick the one that aligns to your lifestyle, all the exercises, the sets and reps, and what you're actually looking to achieve to build an aesthetic body. And that's completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. And now I'm gonna drop a harsh truth on you, which is that people are judging you all of the time. And one of the first areas they will judge you on is your physique and how you take care of yourself. This is so important. I have a great example from my childhood, actually. So my best friend in high school was 300 pounds, and we both did pizza delivery when we were in high school. And he said that the people who would open the door for him when he was 300 pounds, they didn't treat him with the same level of respect as they did when he did his weight loss transformation and went down to 160 and was lean. Think about that. He literally cut his weight in half from having rolls and rolls of fat, being genuinely obese, to being lean with a six-pack. He would get more tips. People would smile at him. He himself was in better mental health and was just kind of radiating a new level of positivity, and he would attract that back from the people who he interacted with. This was the life that he started to live because he got into great physical shape. People are going to cast judgments on you all of the time, and this is the number one area that they are going to cast judgments on. And me, myself, I do the same exact thing. I don't really want to interact with people who don't take care of their body because that is the one thing that you genuinely have to look after. Like, you can have a messy kitchen like I do. I'm not the best in terms of cleaning. A lot of shit that, some people take pride in, I really don't give two shits about. Like, I'm not big into cleaning. I fucking get by, right? But one thing I really take care of is my body. That's one thing no one can deny, is that I take care of my body, and when I go out into the public to really look nice, I look sharp as fuck. No one can deny that fact. And that's what people judge me based off of. You need to take care of the one most important thing that you have, which is your body. You have to. It's all you have. If you don't have health, you don't have anything. You don't have wealth. You won't have relationships to the same degree. Health is one of those things that is the absolute foundation which your life is built upon. Without health, and I've seen this to some of my relatives who have gotten sick, they don't have the same quality of life. It's literally taking away from them in every single metric. Their relationships get ruined. It takes away from their wealth. It costs so much money if you don't have good health. This is the one thing that you need to have dialed in, and it's the first judgment that people will cast on you, especially girls. So if you really want to be perceived in the most ideal light that you possibly can, you need to build the aesthetic physique. And there's another added bonus that automatically comes along with building an aesthetic physique, which is that you start to radiate confidence through the strong masculine posture that you carry just naturally. This is something that's gonna make you so attractive. Think about how important confidence is. I preach it all the time on this channel. Everyone's always talking about confidence. Everyone knows how important confidence is. And think if you automatically were just perceived as more confident. People just started treating you better because they thought you were the most confident version of yourself, because you had muscle, because you had your shoulders down and back, and you had a V-taper with a strong masculine posture. This is gonna be the ultimate cheat code for you to be more confident, be perceived in that light, be taken more serious, more respected by everyone you interact with. Girls, people you do business with, anyone you meet anywhere at any time will automatically notice that you have muscle, that you have good posture, and they're automatically gonna assume this, that you have higher levels of confidence and treat you as such. It is going back to that judgment thing from earlier where you're automatically perceived as less, just generally less when you don't take care of yourself, because people think you have a lower self-worth to not take care of your body. Going back to how important that point was of, that's the one thing you have that you need to take care of, and if you can't take care of that, people automatically perceive you as someone who has a lower self-worth, whereas if you really take care of your body, people see you as having such a high self-worth. And if you really dress nice and you take care of yourself and do whatever, clean shave for me, take care of your hair, you are just going to radiate confidence to a degree and be the best version of yourself that you could. That is what it's all about. So putting on muscle is the ultimate cheat code for automatically leveling up your confidence in the way that women in the world at large will treat you. And the last thing this will do for you is open up your dating pool options and give you so many more choices as a man. See, if we were to flip the perspective for a second, think about the girls I've been with. I have never been with a fat girl, and I'm not interested to get with a fat girl. That means they're automatically disqualified from potentially getting with me. It doesn't really matter what other characteristics they have. She could be a billionaire, and I really just wouldn't be interested in her. It's not a factor that makes me attracted to her. So if she doesn't have her body in check, she's automatically disqualified. And there's so many girls who think the same exact way about guys. A lot of the girls I'll be with, I'll ask them, if we start to get more, intimate and talk more, even if it's just pillow talk, I'll ask them, what is your type normally? And what's a thing that you really look for, and what's a deal breaker? And a lot of the time they really want a guy who is fit, especially if they're in great shape themselves and beautiful, like the girls in Scandinavia. They're not gonna get with someone who is overweight. It just doesn't match. There's a certain standard you need to meet to get with the most beautiful girls, and that's just one of them. You have to be in great shape, and that's one of the key things that they really look for too, is they're like, he at least has to be taking care of himself. He doesn't need to be the most muscular or jacked guy, and if you are actually going to go down the route of steroids, you're actually going to lose a lot of the attraction from girls. Most girls don't even care about tons and tons of mass, but you do want to have a decent bit of muscle, like we're talking about in this video. The natural muscle that you can put on is more than enough, and wherever you are in your journey, I don't know if you know too much about me, but when I was 19, I had a very lean physique. I didn't have much muscle, but I had the abs and I had a little chest and shoulders, and that was more than enough. I could have had that physique now and still pulled the same amount of girls that I have to this day. I never really needed to put on more mass. This was more just for my own personal desires. Having a lean muscular physique is all you need. If you have that, you will be able to get with the highest quality of girls that you could possibly attain, and that's all you need. This is gonna make such a difference for you compared to being just bone skinny fat, which is maybe the worst one, and then obese, which is also a really bad one. If you just have a lean muscular physique, your dating pool opens up like crazy, and you'll be able to get with the hottest possible girls that you could have gotten with. So once again, boys, grab my aesthetic body transformation guide. This will tell you everything you need to know in order to develop the physique of your dreams and get the highest quality of woman possible. So it's completely for free. It's the first thing in the description below.